actively here with their magic damage.
Did you write to your mom?
Yeah, I did. I had to. I think we brought that joke up a couple of times afterwards, but it sort of fell into history as Rich is going to have to flash here as Dread's making his way in. That's a great abduct from Keen, though. The Undertow is going to easily land, and this will be first blood going over to Dread's Olaf. Once again, Afreeca continuing that amazing stat line is Peanut. Just a little bit too late for the first blood. Well, Dread, we'll see whether he's going to continue bothering Peanut here, who could just hop over the wall with the quick draw, of course, but it does mean that there's a lot more power given over to the Olaf as Bang going in onto Doctarm. Bladewell comes through there as well. Don't know how much it did, but the flash over and Bang grabs it with a melee swing. Very dead is Doctarm now in the 2 versus 2 on the bottom side of the map, and we were big upping Afreeca's bottom lane. This is a tough opponent, and they're already coming out on top.
Yeah, it's got to feel really good. I'm curious to see how the fight even began. We'll see if it was a Hens engage or was it just a trade gone wrong for Doctarm and Kellen. That got them into an awkward spot. We have the cast stolen here.
Yeah, and then thrown into oblivion. Still going to be winning out on this trade. Imagine if that ulti had have landed, Valdez. Things could have been
zoning
a little bit different. Yeah, exactly.
He forced him into an awkward trade.
It's similar to what Viego's going to be, because now, like, you used to have to know all of the ultis, and I'm going to hold my question just for a little bit as Rich is in trouble yet again. Puts down a barrel. It's a decent body slam as King gets booped back. Still going to die, and it's pretty good management of the turret aggro as well. So unfortunately, Rich suffers his second death of the game.
Yeah, pretty much perfect dive there. Really good stuff from the Sun. You have to try to get an early lead. And 2,000 golds before 10 minutes is certainly a very nice lead.
Well, as the Emperor's Divide, as Bay is going to catch up to Fly there. Shockwave does get both of them, but collateral damage is going to be enough. And Peanut says goodbye to Fly.
You do it every time.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable. Are they actually going to challenge this? You see the rotations coming in from mids first.
Oh,
the way of Fly, which was a bit unfortunate.
It's a bit sad, but definitely good for Dread, who wants to continue to be valuable. Certainly is with the... okay, we've got a bit of an engage, as there's the grand entrance. Quickness down as well, but not able to find too much more as Lahen's is taken down by Doctarm. Doctarm's going to continue this spree. Double kill comes forward as Dread just running away. The Acathian Rain is terrifying, as in comes Bay as well. Doctarm, does he have another supercharge? No, but he has a flash and just hops on over. That's going to be a very comfortable kill, actually picked up by Bay somehow. And now Peanut in the back of the pit looking for this first Mountain Drake of the game.
Yep, he'll be able to get that for free. No jungler on the side of Afreeca as a bit of a whoopsie-daisy there. Not sure why they were so aggressive in the enemy jungler onto the one guy who is really tanky, the Gragas.
Yeah.
And, you know, Bang says...
All right. He wasn't beaten. It was just some friendly banter that I was confused about. As in goes Shirley, gets her skull rammed into this tower, and they should be able to tidy it up. Keen thinking about a flank play, but Afreeca, it's not what they do. 20 minutes has landed.
Not to mention the first Infernal that they took. And if they can take a good team fight here and take the Mountain Drake, they're in a fantastic position to take this game.
They get triple Mountain Soul. Rich is just never going to die. As we're going to go in, it is going to be Peanut that locks down that dragon, but can they win the team fight as well? As Keen's going in with the abduct, there's the shockwave onto 2. Massive AoE though, the knockup is just gigantic on both sides, but Doctarm avoided all of it. The Acathian Rain comes down, but the rest of his team have been taken out already. He flashes over, looks for Fly, flies out of position. Doctarm the god! The rest of Nongshim gets out of there, and Doctarm may not necessarily be the ones to trust, so let's give him a few games, shall we? As Keen here just trying to engage onto Rich on the bottom side, and this is kind of what we were expecting, as Rich is like, well, now it doesn't matter about what happens in the lane, because I'm just a big tanky Gragas who's going to wander after you, take a drink, get a whole bunch of health back. Doctarm's coming down. Killer Instinct comes on in, like you say. And Keen, he's got a Killer Instinct of his own. He can go golden, stuff like that. He's wasting a bit of time, but it's pretty inevitable, Valdez. The abduct comes down. Keen's trying to make me a disbeliever. He's got himself an unbreakable will, and this is absolutely who Keen is as a player, is this ability's name. He has an unbreakable will. He continues trying to the best of his ability, as Afreeca have started off this Drake. They're desperate to deny the soul. And we'll see whether Peanut can get into position. He absolutely can. There's the barrel back onto Keen as a fight on a couple of fronts here. Shockwave comes down. It is going to be the denial of the soul. And now we'll see whether Afreeca can actually win the fight as well. Good flash out there from Bay. Is going to avoid a bit of it as now the Phalanx has been rebuilt. Doctarm trying to get the free hitting down. As the ball comes through, Rich now in a little bit of trouble. We don't have a shockwave available anymore.
Certainly possible if you can find something to hit. Here comes Keen on the back line. This is going to be a really nice flank from him.
A Chain Lash doing a lot of damage, actually, as Nongshim getting poked down. Keen, great positioning like you were talking about. The orb needs to be respected, though, as Fly. Let's see what he can do. Oh my god, the quickness. So good out of Lehens. Everyone's going golden. But Doctarm's free hitting the Samira. Taken away first. That's a double kill already. Almost the triple as the Kaiser eventually gets taken down. Now Peanut trying to get over that wall as Keen once again trolled by the same position on the map. And Rich, look at this guy. He's a monster. He just doesn't get moved, doesn't lose his health. Now doesn't have a lot of mana left, so I guess, you know, can't take another drink as Peanut looking to try and at least solidify this Mountain Soul, but Keen doesn't want to let him. There's a Cow moving around from the side. We'll see whether this 1 versus 3 is actually going to be possible, as Kellen's actually going to Hex Splash over. Looks like the 4 is going to get set up. Bay's in the area. He just teleported back. He's got full health, full mana, so this is going to be a guaranteed Mountain Soul. And Nongshim taking a big advantage in this game, despite live a lot longer as Keen now hops onto this Baron once again. Double blue trinkets going to be utilized onto it, so maybe a bit of a miscommunication as in goes Keen. Peanut takes a lot of damage here as Kellen has his own unbreakable will. Peanut just getting closed in on, and Keen is going to lock down that kill. The quickness from Lehens. Can he actually get in there to actually do some sort of CC as Bang grabs a kill, grabs a second. This is the danger of the Samira like you were talking about as Doctarm under the Sun Disc, but is he actually going to be okay as Bang's decided to take this match into his own hands, dashing in and out, gets another reset. Doctarm going to be going down. That's going to be another one. And Afreeca, they may have just done it. Just had to wait until 38 minutes to get the work finished.
I can't believe they actually made this work. 38 minutes in, they actually take a team fight, and you can see Peanut is feeling unhappy with that one. Afreeca, they look so willing to pull the trigger onto anyone that stepped in, and they find one member and immediately just blow him up. Enough damage in their comp to go for it. Another fantastic engage will go the way of Keen. He's certainly going to be my player of the game.
Yeah, Keen's an absolute monster. If he doesn't get 9 votes, I'm going to be extraordinarily upset. As there goes the Nexus of Afreeca. A lot, especially in Challenger. He didn't really bust out the gangplank so much in the LCK last year, but beforehand, it was definitely in his wheelhouse. I think he's built the kitchen sink now as well. Because in comes Peanut. Dread's finally going to pull the trigger as Undertow comes down. Kellen fully committing to this one as the Blade Wall gets a little bit of value as Kellen will be taken down for first blood. They're going to continue this as now Peanut's in trouble. The dash forward from Bang. There's the reset. Missed positions a little as Doctarm going to take a few autos, but otherwise not too much to worry about. And Afreeca going to move towards the Drake now as well. This is another fantastic start for Afreeca, but don't be fooled, guys. This doesn't mean everything.
Yeah, well, you know, it is just the Cloud Drake, but more importantly, the first blood and the 2 kills that do go on to the Olaf. He is going to be quite the threat. And I feel like the jungle is kind of just over from here on out, you know. Afreeca is rotating in to try to stop this as the Rift Herald is going the way of Afreeca.
I love this response. Dredgeline going to miss, though, as the Attract Repel comes down, and Bang says, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. Peanut's going to get the smite down as there's the ulti out of the gangplank as well. Lehens taking so much damage. Blade Well almost keeps him alive, but it's not enough. And Kellen going to be able to waddle out of there. Extraordinary. Turn your clothes back into a horse. Going way too slow.
Yeah. Dread is up here, though, on the top side. He's looking to trade it back. You know, always look for other trades on the other side of the map if you possibly can.
Well, there's the Nara into the wall, and this is a very dead gangplank. Elementary, my dear Watson. That's it's about that gank.
Oh, he has the Rift Herald, too. Are we going to see this turret die at 9 minutes into the game? I think they absolutely will be able to take this down. There's, like, no way for them to stop this. Even with the Bulwark, it's just the Rift Herald damage is going to be too much. And, yeah, I suppose you get a decent trade down on the bottom side, but Afreeca say, welcome to Macro Lands.
Now have themselves set on this Drake. They should be able to get there. Peanut hasn't actually been spotted making his way in here. As Bang gonna get engaged on, but he just dashes his way out. That's a whole lot of movement over towards the Samira, and she's taken down very, very quickly. Bay's teleported in as well. The Drake is taken here by Afreeca, as now Dread's trying to make his way out of it. Fly comes on forward, but he's shockwaved to death, and that is a kill going over to Doctarm, as it's not quite 20 minutes yet, but Afreeca certainly sticking to the script.
Continue with the harass. as that matchup does feel pretty good at this point in time for the Gnar at least. And here's all of this focus onto the Drake. Afreeca going to look to lock down this third Drake of the game.
Ooh, Dredgeline does come in. There's the depth charge as well, used onto Kellen as Peanut going down extraordinarily low and has to vacate the area. That means Drake goes over to Afreeca and they get themselves the Ocean Soul point, which is going to be huge. We'll see whether they can act. As far as farm is concerned, with a 3-0 Olaf. It is certainly scary times, but it's Peanut. He's still going to be running fast, but maybe I've just caster cursed him. Good two-man shockwave comes forward as Bang gonna have to flash himself out, but he's not going to be able to do it in time. Dissonance comes through. Now Peanut trying to stop the Olaf, but he's not going to be able to and immediately just leaves. He's like, nope, if I can't boop him, I'm going to cut through. So I don't mind it. It's definitely a weird second item, as Collector is just so valuable, but that's fine. Not going to judge them too much as Nongshim set up for this Ocean Drake. You can see just sitting on their control ward. All 5 of them jumping out of the brush here. They get a nice little stun and immediately Lahens is taken down. Magnet Storm in the back line. Bang's trying to dash to safety, but he won't be able to. Dr. Arm finds him. He's got his numbers. Rich taking a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. He's able to just stand in amongst his friends to keep himself alive as now Fly standing on his own gravity field, but you ain't running away from this guy. Big thumbs up from Peanut, as remember, it was Peanut at the hands of the Udyr before against Pyoshik, and he was the one that had to deal with it. Now he's the one having fun as Keen's going to be taken down. Big old flash bear stance there from Peanut, demonstrating those sick Udyr mechanics.
Yeah, and Afreeca kind of getting excited once again, but that was a really great opening up on that fight by the side of Nongshim. They're using their...
As Afreeca certainly feeling like they've lost control of this map almost completely. They do still have a bunch of wards, but they're not exactly in priority areas. And in goes Peanut. He's running real fast. That's the dissonance power, and then the setup with the shockwave is beautiful. The Olaf going to be taken down through the Sterix very easily, and now Keen finds himself off to the side. The barrel's going to slow him down. And remember, he has no flash. He's well and truly dead, and that's going to be a Glock to the head for him as Rich is going to put him down. Lahen's now in the back line as well. He's going to go golden to see his death and will be taken very, very comfortably as well. That was an absolute waste of a stopwatch, if ever I've seen one. As now Fly and Bang, nothing that they can do, and it looks like Nongshim have Baron in their sights.
Yeah, and, you know, people were asking, why do we keep seeing Udyr? What value does this pick have? But you guys get to see it a little bit here. I mean, they're under their turret, but it just does not matter, especially with the Orianna. You put the ball on the Udyr, he gets the stun, but they better learn fast because they're running out of time now, and you're up against 304 Kai'Sa, 306 Orianna, and they're not feeling too confident, as you can see.
Well, I'm going to call you out, Valdez, because it wasn't Chronicler. That was old mate Wolf that threw that one down. Definitely an LCK analyst, but just the wrong one. So we need to give credit where credit is due. Wolf, congratulations, identifying the definitely questionable first pick Olaf. You can understand why, but it's still not a good enough reason, as that's the second Ocean Drake.
Engage on the side of Afreeca, you do have a Samira, etc., etc. It's a lot of what I talked about in game number 1, so here we go.
Yeah, that's just going to be an explosion of damage on to Kellen, who will be going down, but Docdom gets into the backline, goes golden as well as the Samira, taken down before anything can really happen. Fly trying to deal with Peanut, and now Dread desperately fighting against Bay. Everyone going in golden exactly when they need to. Bay's going to be taken down, though. The dredge line is good out of hands as it's a double kill for Fly. Are we going to see it again, Valdez? Is Dread going to pick up yet another kill onto Rich? 4 left alive. There's only 1 up, and it's Docdom for Nongshim. No way that he can stop this.
Yeah, so we're really going to have to go back to the replay and show you guys how this happened. Oh, Docdom's going to get a kill, though.
Fly just going to flash weirdly. He was absolutely terrified about what happened there, and immediately it's towards Dread. Tracked Repel. They're trying to set up Peanut for the success, as you can see. And who's he gonna boop? Who's going to... Is he gonna get the balls? Bay's gonna have to pass it to him here. And now Lahens is going to go in. A lot of damage there onto Rich towards the backside as Red Health Bar is going extraordinarily low. Bang! Once again tries to be a hero, but he's not going to be able to fly. He's going to pick up that mantle. Goes golden at exactly the right time as it's a triple kill for the Olaf somehow. Make it a quadra. He was first pick for a reason, Valdez. It was genius all along.
9-2 now after that fight. The Olaf is the big MVP. had to go forward because he didn't want to just get isolated. He wanted to get into the fight and actually do nice damage, so he hops forward, but to his demise, he's just getting to run around the rift and do whatever he wants. And finally, we see an Olaf that has some fun. Although,
well, he might stop having fun now as he's going to run really, really quickly. We'll see whether he's actually going to continue starting this fight off as Kellen dives on in. Magnet Storm's there, but he's by himself. Absolutely just dead. And Dread's got a Spirit Visage and a Thornmail. Like, getting through this guy is really, really difficult. And they just learned that lesson, and maybe they learned it too late.
Did you see that shield on Dread? Yeah. That is just ridiculous. Can we nerf that item already? Like, that is not supposed to be allowed.
Sterix is a bit silly.
I think we did see some nerfs on 11.3, but we're still some weeks away from that one. Maybe next week, I'm not sure. But either way, the push now begins with the Baron buff, and Peanut is going on vacation.
Yep, Keen is going to run away. Stridebreaker comes in. Dr. Arm gets the message, and he's going to head on over as well. Big old hop from Keen, who's still running. The flash forward from Dr. Arm. Yes, you managed to kill Keen. Congratulations, Nongshim. Your base is in shambles. And it's not over just yet. Dread looking for some of these undertows underneath the turret. There's an early Ragnarok, and Rich is going to get dredged out of the sky and taken down to his Guardian Angel. Now Peanut's going to turn back up with Dr. Arm in tow. He doesn't have Killer Instinct, as a dredge line is fantastic to get Lehens out of there. But can they escape the Peanut on this Udyr? I don't think so. Know what to do. Lehens moving on in here at the same time. This Nexus, this inhibitor is going to be taken, as now Rich is the sole man defending. Okay, the Elder down extraordinarily low. There's the flash forward. Shockwave does absolutely nothing, and neither does the Rel. The Elder's going to join in on this battle as Dread's massive. Rel's going to die, and this is going to be the last dance that Nongshim are going to get invited to this series. Elder will be taken. The Nexus turret will follow us. I think it's just going to be a 1v1 on the top side for Keen.
Yeah.
At the same time as the Dragon comes down, eats the gangplank, and the Gnar will have the last laugh this game.
The Gnar has the last laugh, but so does Olaf.
No,
if you see that fight, oh man, Fly's gonna come in here and, well, not be able to get that denial on that one. But it does not matter. Afreeca pull up with the 2-0 tonight. That was kind of unexpected, to be honest.